Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, first day back in a week. Man, felt like felt like I didn't have any days off because I just kept on going. And we're here in Longview, Texas. This load is a floor load, which is going to take a while to do. This is I've got like Halloween stuff I got delivering here or picking up. So it's going down to like a Halloween store down at there's like a mall in Metairie, Louisiana, and be going there to kind of. So I don't know. Like, I've delivered to malls before. Like you guys remember Sears? And before there was a YouTube, I worked for a place called Warner Enterprises. I'm not sure if you ever heard of them, but they had a big contract with Sears, and I'd pick up out of Sears in Garland, Texas, and go take them to, malls, individual stores. But I went to a lot of malls, and most of them have a dock, and they're floor loaded, and they take forever to unload. But it was a drop and hook on the loaded side, so. Anyways, so yeah, going down here, I accepted the load. I figured it was a retail store till I got the address, and I was like, not only is this not it is a real retail store, but it's in a mall. And I got to looking around. I'm like, where's the dock at? I think I know where the dock is, but I'm gonna have to call in advance and say, hey, all right, where's your dock? What's the best way for a truck to go in? Because if you guys know New Orleans, it's not exactly truck friendly all over town. So, but this ain't my first rodeo in New Orleans. All right, I've done a lot of retail deliveries in New Orleans to Home Depot and Lowe's. So, I'm not scared, but like, hey, where's the dock at? And I just hopefully will hit, because it delivers today. I gotta go straight through. Hopefully there's not going to be a lot of people in that parking lot. That's the thing. If I could go in and not have a bunch of freaking little Teslas, little Subarus, little freaking Nissans, or whatever. If I run over a Chevy, it's good, because Chevy is like a rock. It's just like a rock. So hey, if a Chevy comes, listen, if I run into a Chevy, that means nothing happens, because it's like a rock. So that's the reason why I don't even mention Chevy. A Dodge, you just look at it and it breaks down. So be careful running Dodges. TRC Freight, this is who I work for. Guys, if you're wanting to go check out TRC Freight, 88%. Okay, you book your freight just like I booked mine. I did have the help of a dispatcher, because it's like, hey, I'm over here. I'm just part-timing over here, okay? I just took a week off, and I'm ready to take another week off. But so you do have that option to have a dispatcher working for you, booking freight for you. But listen, you book it yourself. 88%. And I said this in the Bonehead Truckers videos, and this is legit. Like, someone on Facebook sit there and said 88% of $1.05 ain't much. And I'm like, if you're booking freight for $1.05 a mile, that's on you, buddy. That ain't a me situation. That's a you situation. Like, you can book cheap freight, but don't complain. I'm just sitting there saying, all right, so I'm gonna get to cleaning on this thing, and then we're gonna get down there to New Orleans. crossing over, we're in a parking lot. There they go. Trying to watch for people to, I'm backing across the street. This is typical New Orleans stuff going on here. But I made a good guess. I researched this place, looked at it online, the Google Earth and all that. I turned in right at the right spot, and I took a guess on where the dock would be, and I guessed right. All I had to do was just pull in and just straight line back, right up on in. Didn't kill any trees or any signs on the way here. Now I gotta find the dock. It's dark back there. See it right there. Well, that beat was loud. Just like that. We good?
You guys gonna be a while? Yeah, you good?
Yeah. We're still crooked. I mean, we're still crooked. Look, this is what I have to deal with right here. See? Just like that. What do you think about that? I don't know, it puts a smile on my face, man. And man, I had to use the bathroom, like really bad. I did not stop from Long Beach, Texas to Metairie, Louisiana, non-stop. You gotta be proud of me. You guys all should be proud of me for not doing 2 or 3 stops in between here and there. It's like, hey, they needed this here load, and they're paying good. This load is paying really good, and when they're paying you this good, you don't want to let them down and all that. So, because it's like one of those time sensitive things. So no stopping. And so I had to use the bathroom once I got here. Anyway, so I'm here trucking again, should say. One of the things that I forgot all about, and you guys are probably going to say, man, you daggone sissy. You be a daggone big-time truck driver is what you need to do. Stop being a daggone sissy. But so like yesterday, I felt like garbage. Physically this morning, I felt like garbage, physically. But then as the day went on, I booked this load, and then I just, it was like that emotional feeling then. And I know, and it's something I haven't felt in many years, actually. And it's something I felt when, you know, either the day that I'd leave the road or like the night before, I would get kind of sick to my stomach. And where it just, I would say it's almost like a depressing. I don't even know why I'm not depressed, but I was depressed yesterday. You know, and it's like there's those same freaking things that that I felt years ago. Those, they're not demons. It's just those same feelings that I had when I had before, of, you know, right during when you hit the road. But it's a depressing feeling. And then it just seems like, okay, wake up the next morning, you get in the truck, you hop in it, and it's time to get this stuff done. The depression goes away, but it's there, and it felt so bad. And it's not like, you know, the kids are grown, and all that. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to miss my kids, and, you know, yeah, I miss them. You know, just like I miss my wife, but it's like, you know, I'll book a load to get back home tomorrow. You know, that's the thing, that the beauty of my current situation that I have is that I don't have to do this. You know, I don't have to do this. I'm choosing to do it, but it's like, okay, it's this mental thing where it's like, okay, all right, we get the truck home, the truck's parked there, and I gotta go. The truck's sitting there. You know, listen, this truck's paid off. Okay, this truck is not a truck payment. This truck is not a burden, other than, okay, there's some issues with this because it's been sitting for a while. So, but I have that thing in my mind, and that mentality. It's like, okay, there's that truck right there, and it's sitting, and it's not making any money. And I was like, man, I guess I better book something, because I've been off since last Wednesday. And here's the thing, it's not so much, okay, there's a truck, I need to put it to work. I have been indoctrinated all my life. When you're signed on with somebody, say, you know, a trucking company in this instance or whatever, you want to make sure that you're pleasing them. Okay, and that goes back to my early days of working on a farm in southwest Oklahoma when I was a teenager, or working for Pizza Hut when I was a teenager in East Texas. You know, that goes back to working at PetSmart Distribution Center. It's like, okay, people are paying me to be here, and I need to perform. I don't have to do this. I don't have to slave myself. I don't have to do loads like this where it's like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to back in this dock without, you know, taking out a whole building or a palm tree or whatever, or there's a bunch of signs. I was intimidated, right, as we all are when we see something different and it looks hard and it looks difficult. You don't see a dock and it's like, well, what do I do? It's intimidating. But then when you get it backed in, it's like, man, accomplishment. And that's just definitely it. But I will say that some of my past struggles have hit me hard. But this is not this is not being back out on the road, but being on the road has amplified it. Is that those struggles is, well, big old belly syndrome right there. I mean to tell you. When I got off the road, I lost so much weight so fast, it was unbelievable. And then I slowly put it back on, and it's like, my wife was telling me last night when I told her, I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. Yes, I feel depressed, but I feel sick. And, you know, I feel sick. It was like a depressing feeling, you know, that I've always felt right before I get on the road. And when I get on the road, I'm cured. But it's that depressing feeling. I felt sick, but I didn't know how to, I didn't know what it was. My wife said, well, you haven't been to the gym. You haven't been eating right. You haven't been walking. You haven't done the cardio that you used to do. I'm gonna have to do something. This channel is all about me and my life and that Bonehead Truckers guy. And yes, it's trucking, you know, but if you go look back on the history of this channel, there's a lot of travel. There's cruising, there's traveling to places. It's been about my life, and that's kind of where I'm wanting to go with this. Obviously, trucking has a big influence on the building of this channel, and the audience, and you guys are watching pretty much are all truckers. There's probably still some old cruising and travel fans here that still watch, and I appreciate that. But the new viewers, I mean, we've doubled the size. But I mean, my thing is that I'm no good dead. Okay, let's just put it to you like that. I hear too many stories of people in their 40s, 50s, early 60s dying, and a lot of them are not fat. They're, you know, but I'm 46 and I don't want to be that statistic. I want to live to see 90, you know. I'd love to. You know, if the Lord comes back between now and then, well, that's probably a better suggestion. That's probably a better thing. Oh, by the way, yes, I am a Christian. I am. That's for another story. That's for another story, another video. Because I could go on and on and on about that and my testimony and trying to please, you know, trying to live that fulfilling life, but you know, but yeah, I mean, we could die any day, and I'm not ready to die. I feel like I got a lot more stuff to do here, including perfecting my Christian walk, you know. Anyway, again, I don't want to get up on that too much, because I know a lot of you guys aren't into that, but hey, I ain't ashamed to say it though. But my point is that I don't want to be dead, and every little thing I feel wrong with my body is amplified, whether it be the stiffness in my legs, or, you know, maybe I got a bruise or something. But like the other night, I had a sharp pain like right here in my chest, and I just jumped up out of bed. I was like, this ain't it. My wife was like, I don't know, she's probably indigestion. I don't know, but it's like all those little things, because I know I'm not in good shape. Instead of sitting there saying, okay, when's my time? I need to do something. I need to take control back of my life. And here's the deal, folks. I've done this whole take control back over my life and trying to fix myself so many times in my life. I've started over so many times, it's unbelievable. But I mean, why not do it again? So I'm challenging myself. Again, I'm not going to be trucking full time. I'm just not. So you're going to see me at home a lot. You're not going to see vlogs out here every day. You're not going to see all the stuff that you see a lot of trucking channels, because they're out there on the road. Or maybe some of you older viewers from back in the day, you would see all the vlogs that I would do, and they were 2-3 times a week, every week. Where, if you guys notice, I haven't posted a video up here in a week, and that's because I haven't worked in a week. And anyway, my main thing is to stay positive, you know, through all of it, and enjoy my time doing this. And it's tough. It's tough to enjoy it sometimes, especially when it's time to leave the house and you don't know exactly when you're going to come back. And to be totally honest, again, I don't hate to be a Debbie Downer and be negative, even though I'm sitting here talking about being positive. I mean, I want to make sure I come back. Sometimes drivers don't come back from the road, and that hits me probably harder than anything. And I know for a fact it hits my wife even harder, because I don't know how many of you guys out there are married, got your wives at home, but if you do, you know that they worry. Our wives worry about us, and yeah, And you hate to have that. You hate to see our wives worry about us, and especially as we've gotten bigger and unhealthy. Even though my blood pressure is under control, I'm proud of that. But anyway, that's enough of this video. I don't want to be too negative. You know, hey, I'm gonna put a smile on you guys' face, but hey, this is my real life. Okay, this is my real thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. I don't know what my next load is, because who knows how long it's going to take. Probably more than likely I'm going to have to go straight from here to a truck stop. Hopefully I'll have time on my clock. That's just it. And oh, by the way, they're in Laplace. I guess that there's that pilot is now a TA over there, over in Laplace, Louisiana, off 10. And I was like, man, that's been a pilot forever. That's an old school pilot. Well, not anymore. It's a TA Express. And then I looked down there. I was like, man, I'm gonna give me a shower down there, and it's a freaking TA. I'll be doggone. Things have changed quite a bit in just the last short 3 years we've been out here. Appreciate you guys watching. Well, since the last time we've been out here. Did I say that wrong? I can't know. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. 70.